Now we're taking a look at our sixth section for technique. This section has to do with leg recovery, and our first exercise is knee drive. This comes from Stephanie Hanlon. It looks like this. Our next exercise is called Russian knee-ups. Here's how it works. We can only stride as fast as we can bring our leg back forward to stride again. And so we have to train our hip flexor muscle. It's the muscle responsible for bringing that leg forward. And we do this Russian knee-ups. First in place, we're going to drop one knee. With the other knee at 90 degrees, we're going to come up and down and switch. It's important that we keep the toe of the skate straight in the ice, that we don't turn this foot out to the side and come around like that. We want to keep the toe straight in the ice, pull straight up, switch, up and down. We do sets of 20, and the players can get fast. Here we go down the ice with these Russian knee-ups. There's two ways that we could do this. We could drop one knee at a time slowly, up, down, up, down. That would put more stress on the thigh, so you're coming up. Or we can move the legs quickly, real fast, and that's going to put more emphasis on the hip flexor. So I'll give you a glimpse of both. I'll do it slow first, and then we'll finish fast. Looks like this. Our next exercise is called scratch attach. Here the player is dragging the toe of the skate blade all the way back to the heel, attaching the foot to the heel of the other skate. Dimitri's going to show us what it looks like. This next exercise is called heel kicking. Here the player is going to bring their leg back all the way under the body, kicking the other skate in the back of the heel. This focuses on a recovery that's past the midline of the body. Would look like this. Now we're going to take a look at the different types of leg recovery that we can see. The first one is where we bring the leg all the way past the midline of the body. Would look like this. The second way that a player can recover is to bring the leg back in line with the middle of the body, and that would look like this. The last way that we could look at leg recovery is a leg recovery that's in line with the outside shoulder. And that would look like this. Another exercise to work on leg recovery is to squat down in a low knee bend and take one push out to the side, bringing that leg back in and hold it. So it comes all the way back underneath the body. And then with the other leg. So it would be something like this: strong knee bend, push, hold. Now we're going to take a look at a couple exercises that have to deal with what's called wide skating. Sometimes been referred to as railroad skating. We're not talking about a real wide outside the body skating. We're talking about bringing the recovery leg back in line with the outside shoulder here. So one exercise to work on this is to skate down the ice over a row of cones. Would look like this. Here's another way that we can look at this shorter leg recovery in line with your shoulder. We're going to do this going down the ice with the line here so you can see the leg is not coming all the way back under the body. Would look like this. Our next technique is heel-to-heel strides with a 1 foot slide stop in between. It's going to look like this. Another idea that we're going to take a look at is called free speed. This is an idea that Stephanie Hanlon came up with, and it works like this. Some players recover and they bring their leg back behind their skate. They actually kick the ice. This is wrong. It slows them down. Players should be taught to recover and set their foot down on the ice, and it's next to their other foot. This idea from Stephanie Hanlon is that players should recover and put their foot down out in front of their other foot. If they take 10 strides down the ice and they progressively put each step out in front, they would be 10 feet farther out in front than if they strode and put their foot back right underneath their body. So we'll take some images and show you what this idea looks like. Our next piece of training equipment is called the Sidewinder, made by Speed City. Here it works like this. It's a bungee cord here in between our legs, and as we push off out to the side, there's a slight bit of resistance, and then it snaps the cord back underneath our body. Would look like this.